Fortnite's Ice King wasn't in the OG Battle Pass, and that made me realize something. Many older players have a love for a character that really wasn't in Fortnite all that much, but more importantly, a lot of newer players have no idea who this character is and why he's so important. And it's not just to the old storyline, but also for something I think is going to be happening in Chapter 7. But before I get into that, who is the Ice King? Back in Chapter 1, the Ice King was perceived as the main villain for Season 7. He brought with him not only Fortnite's first snow-covered map, but also the Devourer and the Infinity Blade. Now, at the time, we had no idea where he came from or why he was on the Fortnite island, but he had a huge impact. The thing is, it wasn't until Fortnite Chapter 3 that we actually got our answer. In issue 4 of Fortnite Zero War comic, we found out that the Ice King was originally from a different reality. He was a collector of weapons and creatures deemed too dangerous to wander the Omniverse free. This is where the Devourer and the Infinity Blade come from. They were both items contained within his vault. After some time, one of his closest allies, the Prisoner, turned his back on the Ice King and a civil war broke out. Once the war was over and the Prisoner defeated, the Ice King decided to move himself and all his belongings to Reality Zero, making the decision to freeze his army, the Prisoner, his entire collection of dangerous possessions, and ultimately himself. And he stayed there undisturbed until the events of Fortnite Chapter 1 Season 6, where we see Kevin the Cube explode right at the beginning of the Butterfly event. This event sent a shockwave all the way to Fortnite's moon, causing a portion of the Ice King's castle to fall onto the Fortnite island, which is why we eventually got a snow biome in Chapter 1 Season 7. Now, although the Ice King had huge significance on the old Fortnite storyline, I really think that he's going to play a big role in the current chapter. It's been rumored that he's not only supposed to return to Fortnite OG, but also the Chapter 7 island, which, if that's the case, it makes me wonder why. Will we see the Ice King potentially team up with the Last Reality, or is there a different purpose for him being there? Call me crazy, but I think one of the main reasons why they're going to bring the Ice King to the Chapter 7 island is really for Winterfest. I think it's been since Chapter 3 that we've seen the entire Fortnite island covered in snow. And if the Ice King's coming back, I don't think that he's just going to bring snow to the OG island. I think he'll also bring snow to Chapter 7, which would be a very neat treat for Winterfest this year. It might even make up for the fact that